Uh, thank- Welcome to my video. In this presentation, I'm going to explain digital internet and communication trends. I would like to say thanks to my professor Samuel Lee, who gave me this opportunity to prepare this presentation. The agenda of this presentation is to cover the brief introduction about the internet information and communication technology trends, and then I will suggest the ICT trends for large, medium, small, and single startup company. And also I will explain the diagrams for each of the organization and the reasons why to adapt and the risks. And of course the Q&A session and the references. To prepare this presentation, I took four organizations. One is the large, which is Walmart, and then the medium, I took IKEA. Then the small is Plant Veda, and the fourth one is single person, which is Punjab Tiffin Services. So for Walmart, I'm going to explain the first ICT trend, which is driverless taxi, and the second trend, AI based, which is artificial intelligence based contactless checkout. For medium company IKEA, I chose the ICT trend supply chain with the digital twin, and the second trend robotics to manage warehouse work. Then for Plant Veda, which is a very small company, which is based on Vancouver, I I thought to explain the first trend manufacturing with digital twin, and then the second trend is IoT monitoring system, and the final one, which is a single person company, which is a Punjab Tiffin Services. So I suggested the first ICT trend is mobile app, and the next one is trend on chatbots. In this on this slide, I want to give you overview of the Walmart. First, I will explain what is Walmart. Who's Walmart? It is founded in 1962 by Walton. The CEO of the Walmart is Doug McLean, and its headquarters is based in Bentonville, USA. Walmart has approximately number of employees is 2.2 million, and it's known for one of the largest retail company and supermarket chain in the USA. And now it has they are operating across multiple countries. They have big stores in Canada and other countries as well. So the business model is basically it's based on uh, Walmart always tries to keep prices low by directly taking products from the manufacturers, and they also use blockchain based intelligent organization redistribution system. And of course it is known for variety of products and the brands, both on their physical and on their online store. So I will explain the business model as well. Here in the diagram we can see Walmart receives the products from the suppliers and directly, which are ready to sell to the customers, and it has number of employers which are given a good training and retaining to keep them with Walmart. There are trade partners as well who work with them, Walmart, to enhance their distribution system and also help to sell the products. And of course, the customers, it can be individual customer or business owners who take the products in a larger amount. So the next one is I will explain the first trend, which is the driverless taxi to boost their online sales. As we can see, the driverless taxi, there is no driver. It automatically drives with the help of lidar technologies, and there are number of cameras and sensors are fitted inside the car. So with the help of lidar, it automatically uses the e-maps and wheel encoder which and the sensors to check the distance from the next customers, if there are any passengers going on the road. So it really helps to detect, and based on this technology, um, it usually relies on sensors, actuators, and complex algorithms. Basically it's based on machine learning and big data to capture all the data and help to drive them. So I would suggest why to adapt it, because it increases the capacity and decrease need of a human errors. Also, there will be less reliability on the human beings to manage their online deliveries, because there are so many online orders, but if they will adapt this trend, they can deliver more in a less number of time. So also, as they don't need to hire any drivers, so it helps to reduces the cost. And of course, there can be a risk because it is based on the technology, so there can be a technical error while implementing the radars, sensors and cameras in a on a vehicle. And of course, heavy testing also required before this implementation, so it will need a lot of money and time to invest. And so these are the risks, which I will say this is for the Walmart. So the implementation, this is the implementation diagram, which shows how all these controllers, sensors are located inside the car. There is a localizer, offline maps. Then with the help of lidar technology, it helps to detect if any ongoing vehicles are coming. So with this help, if they will implement, they will be able to achieve this trend. So this is about the trend 2, a Walmart Go Store, which is the contactless checkout based on AI, artificial intelligence, and Internet of Things. So as we can see in the picture, if Walmart will implement this change, then customers just need to log into the device, and then they can go into the store. They can with their membership, they can scan with their like QR code which is given to the customer. With that, they can take any items. All the items will be associated with the RFID, which will help to track how many number of items are put into the user's cart. And based on that, it will be automatically billed without using even card. Even in case user need to make a use of credit card, it can be used with the help of IoT and AI technology. So why I want Walmart to adapt this? Because it is fast and flexible. It will help to increase the physical store shopping. More customers can come and they can buy more in less number of time. And also it helps to boost the sales, especially during these kind of pandemics, when the COVID, when nobody want to touch anything. Of course, when we are implementing some technology, there are risks associated with that business. There can be a technical error with the QR code, and it prevents customers to enter the store. And then it can be a problem for old people who are not aligned with the technology, and they are not feeling comfortable with using all those devices. So because Walmart is a store which is one shop for everyone, but with this technology, it can hinder, it can stop using with the old people who are not up to date with the technology. And of course, by implementing all those systems, it needs heavy investment. This is the trend to implementation diagram. As we can see, there is a real-time customer database, and there is exit and entrance cameras with the Android phones, and there is personal shopping app. So customers can download the app and they can manage everything, all the purchasing and their payments on their mobile app. The next company is a medium-sized company. Here I prefer to choose IKEA, because I love IKEA. I go a lot to IKEA, and I do shopping. Their business model is based on the less shipping cost and the unique strategies. They usually try to sell more volume of the things, and also using a hybrid material which ensures more durability and less cost. And of course, they are using renewable sources as raw material, which are environment friendly, and they cause less harm to environment. Due to this business model, it really helps IKEA to gain more revenue. There, of course, they sell furniture. There is some services fees as well. They provide assembly services and delivery services. Also inside the IKEA there are food stalls and restaurants, so they are direct selling, and they sell accessories as well. So IKEA is founded by a 17-year-old teenager, Ingvar Kamprad, in 1947. It exists across 16 countries, and it started their first operation in Sweden with the selling wallets, jewelry, and pens. And then in 1948, they start selling furniture. So it's one of the retail company, and we can say largest supermarket chain in the United States. For IKEA, the first trend I would like to suggest using Azure digital twin technology for the supply chain management. So how it helps? It helps to track the real-time data of suppliers, manufacturers, transporters, warehouse, and retailers. Suppose um, if some manufacturer is manufacturing something and it is IKEA is managing by creating the digital twin of that manufacturer. It can manage and it can locate the real-time manufacturing progress of the at that manufacturing unit. So by applying Azure digital twin technology, basically it helps combining data from IoT sensors, business applications, and from there they can know the health of supply chain. They can track all the things, where things went wrong, if there is some there is some fault in the item, it automatically highlight, and IKEA will get to know. So like for any, it warns for any damages of the products before arriving to the retailer. So this is very useful technology. I would must say they should implement it, because reasons to attempt it, it helps to and operate business smoothly, and they can track real-time health of all the products, and also if there are any damages. Also it helps to save money, because they can control the things before time. If there are damages, rather than selling it to customer and then customer asks and comes back asking for refund, they can save this thing before selling to the customer. And also find out helps to find out the root cause of the errors. Of course, there are risks as well, because it needs heavy investment in the implementation of digital twin technology, and also massive data is collected from across the multiple systems, so there can be chances of integrity and loss of access to the system. This is the implementation diagram of the digital twin supply chain management, where each and every unit will be replicated. There will be one actual unit and one will be the virtual unit. With the help of virtual unit, IKEA can relocate and IKEA can track the things at each and every section, like at suppliers, at factories, warehouses, and customers. The next trend is use of robotics at IKEA. As IKEA is a big store, there is a there all the stores have warehouses inside the store, where there are located all the furnitures and all the accessories and their items. Usually I saw that the manual manpower is doing managing all the warehouse work. So this trend is really in all these the days. Here I would like to suggest to make use of Chuck, which is a configurable collaborative robot. It works with radar, camera, and sensor technology. It can handle all forms of split case picking, and all the aisle sweeping, the managing of item from one aisle to another aisle. So it completes more order in lesser steps, and it also displays the image of the product, location, and the quantity required. So why reasons to adapt it? Because it can work 24 hour by 7 days, and it's more flexible and collaborative approach. It really helps to increase the productivity, and because it follows the instructions of the manager, and there is no need to change in the infrastructure of the warehouse, and its customization is very flexible. There are some risks associated with this robotics as well. There can be fatality issues due to some errors in the system, and there can be mechanical failures. Also, if it's not properly installed, then it can be harm. It can be fatal to the human beings. And of course, if somebody unauthorized, they can make use of this system to make use of things in an unauthorized way. This is the implementation diagram. This is shows how when the things comes from the supply from the inbound trucks, robotics can help to unload the truck, and then in the warehouse it can handle and process, pick and pack and palletize the things, and also helps to distribution where it can be pulled to the trucks for the to delivery to the customers. Third organization is a small size company which I chose Plant Veda. So Plant Veda is founded in 2019 by a Vancouver-based Indian couple whose name is Sunny and Vanita Gurnani. They make vegan products and all dairy-free creamers and probiotics. They are also expanding their business not just in Canada, also across the North America and Europe. The business model of the Plant Veda is based on they manufacture the vegan products using their raw materials, so they have their own suppliers. From there they get the products, and then they distribute using Pro Organics and Unify dealers. They also directly sold to the customers and to the wholesalers. They have tied up with the e-commerce websites like Veggie, Vegano, Direct Food to sell their products. The first trend I would like to suggest to Plant Veda is making use of Azure digital twin technology to manage their manufacturing. As digital twin technology is based on original model and the virtual model, so with the help of this model, it can help to assist them tracking the temperature and quality of the products which are created in a real time. It also helps to locate the real-time location of products during shipping by using this technology. So it also will help them to in the detection of any product damage if it's not properly managed, temperature is managed, and humidity control is not managed properly, then it can give them alert and they can handle these things before things goes to the customer. There are four reasons to adapt it. It can help in determining the health of all the products in the real time, as well as it will help to reduce the cost by keeping things on time, and helps to determine the root cause of the problem, and as well as helps to inventory management because they can track their location in the real time, and also helps to cause if there is any delivery lag. uh, with the so many advantages, there are risks as well because it needs heavy investment. As Plant Veda is a very small company, it needs a lot of money to invest into this technology, and there can be a loss of patent formulas which they are used to prepare vegan formula, because if somebody access the information unauthorized, they will get to know all the patent formulas. This is the implementation diagram of the digital twin, and this is how they will manage the things there are on virtual product and there is a physical product, how the data is stored in the cloud platform, and using the dashboards and mobile apps, they can track and um, they can track and see how things are going on. This is the second trend which I would like to recommend to Plant Veda, which is the IoT monitoring system. As this is a small company and small factory, just to IoT is the Internet of Things, which helps to track the things in a real time with the using of artificial intelligence, 5G networks. So everything is interconnected with the use of Wi-Fi, like all the cameras, temperature control, moisture control, then robotics. So it's a way of digital transformation in the manufacturing. There are a network of sensors and collectors which collect the data and help to manage the data. So by using the cloud software, these data can turn into valuable insights. There are several reasons why they need to adapt it. It can help them to maintain the right temperature and humidity level of the units, and where they are keeping their products, because for Plant Veda, because they are selling vegan products, to maintain the temperature, it's very important to keep the lifespan of their products. So by implementing this technology, it can help to reduce the cost of lights, because they can they can virtually turn off the lights whenever they are even not there in the factory, with the using of mobile apps, with which all the cameras and all the sensors are linked. So they can also track the humidity level to keep the products fine, even the raw material and the final products, and improve safety as well. They can monitor the real-time activity using the cameras and sound sensors. Then there are three risks with this IT technology, IoT, which is the heavy investment, because it's a small company, they need a heavy investment for all these things to happen. And there can be technical failure as well. In case something is not properly installed and something fails, then they won't be able to track the system, and there can be data breach issue as well. This is the implementation diagram of this technology. Like we can see how the temperature control, how the moisture control, how the humidity, how the air level, they are all linked with IoT gateways using sensors and all, and of course using Wi-Fi and internet. All that data is stored in the cloud, and using the machine learning cores and big data, everything is linked together, and they can help to track the things on time. The last organization, which is a single person startup, I decided to choose Punjab Defence Services. It is founded in 2021 by an Indian in Surrey. The purpose of them to make a healthy and homemade vegetarian food, uh, and to deliver affordable food to the students and for the individuals who want to replace their office lunch. So the business model is based on they just buy the raw vegetables and ingredients from the suppliers, who from them they buy in a bulk, and then they prepare the food at their facility and directly distribute it to their customers. The first trend I would like to suggest to make them use of a mobile app. Right now, they just have a web application. They don't have any mobile app. So mobile app will really help them to make more customers, because when customers can go on the mobile app, they can place orders anywhere. Right now, you have to be in front of the system or on the laptop. You need to open the website, and then you can choose their meal plans and can order over the phone. But once they will have a mobile app, customers can make their accounts, they can choose their preferences of the food, and they can plan their food, schedule their food uh, in advance, and also it can help them to locate the location of their food service, like track their food using 5G services. So why they should adapt it? It will help them to gain more customers, and more customers means more order and will help them to grow their revenue. And of course there will be payment gateway as well on the mobile app, where users can add their credit cards and debit cards, and it will help to make their payment smoothly and fastly. And also it will be easy for the customers to choose the meal plans, and they can access to their system more easily. There can be two risks, which can be network issues. If there is no network, then users won't be able to access the mobile app, and they won't be able to place the order. And also there can be a cost associated for all the upgrades. Usually the upgrades comes in iOS and Androids. For that, they have to keep on up to date to maintain their mobile app. This is the implementation diagram for this trend, which shows that how mobile app is on the mobile app, users can place their orders, and then they can pay for the food, and then the food is come to the order comes to the platform and platform admin, where they prepare the food, and then they deliver it to the customer. So the next trend is the chatbots. Um, they can make use of chatbots for the mobile app and for their web applications. Usually how it works, it's a developed program that can have a discussion and conversation with a human being, with the customers. So artificially, the chatbot are programmed to answer and to interact with the humans. So they are making use of machine learning and big data, which stores and compiled which pre-planned programs, and basically it also helps to simulate the human conversations. So why they need to adapt it? It can provide 24 hour by 7 customer support. So no physical person need to be there to answer all the queries to the customers. And it of course helps to respond immediately and quick answers to simple and complex questions. And there can be less dependency on the resources. It is more friendlier and approachable, and also convenient and easily accessible. There can be risk as well because it don't provide any personal touch to the customers. Sometimes customers feel to interact with a physical person rather than on a machine. And as it just provides the restricted answer, whatever is fed in the system, it will just apply based on that. And there can be data theft issues with the integrity, and also sometimes machines are not easily to adapt with all the speech and all the accent, so it becomes difficult to recognize the speech. This is the implementation diagram of the chatbots where user interacts with the messenger, like with the system, with the machine, and there is a Volt instance which works with that messenger, and it helps to basically this Volt instance already have a knowledge base and database. So with the base of that, it interacts with the human being. With that, I have covered all the trends and all the organization. These are the references which I have used. These are the more references, and you are welcome to ask for any questions. And thank you so much for listening to my video.